Good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. After this is my speech. The topic I'm going to choose is the second one. If I have a power, what would I change? So, um, to answer this kind of question, most people will expect a wise answer from the wise man, famous person like Obama or like Steve Jobs. But for me, the most amazing answer could come from would be from a child. When I reading this, the first idea that popped up in my head was also the very same that I had when I was a child. It was around 8 or 9 years old, I don't remember exactly, but I just remember how annoyed I was when my father made me take all the extra English class. Sitting in the class, it was like a torture to me. And I think, why don't all people in the world just speak one language? And to be exact, to be Vietnamese. And the funny thing is that even right now, Vietnamese still be the very one language I want to make the one and only in the world. Why is that? Okay, just close your eyes first and think. If the whole world uses the same language, what benefit it will give us? I believe the first one may be different, but all serve one purpose. That would be it will save you time. Learning a foreign language will take a lot of time, and to master it, way longer. So if you can just save some time from using the same language, the benefit will be limitless. Just by saving time, you can, as a student, focus on another subject like math, physics, or what you like. And as a full grown-up person with a full part-time job, you can get a hobby, improve yourself, like go to a gym, or improve your social relationship, like with your family or your wife. But saving time is just a tip of the iceberg. The real benefit of the whole world using the same language, it will be, let me tell you a story. A long, long time ago, the human race always used the same language. And their empire was so great, they think they can be equal with the God. So together, they built about the Bible Tower. So they think like the richest guy and get them closer to the God. But God was so angry that he struck down the power with lightning and took away the human race common punch. So without the same communication, people can no longer understand each other, and conflict arise. Human race gets separated, and they form nation as now. Whether the story is true or not, I want to point out that even the Asian scholar understand how much human can accomplish if we use the same language. And not just that, the very reason that separate us human right now as not language is different from idea and from our belief. And the government control the media, so we can no longer communicate with each other. It's very limited. So if we share same language, communication between nations will be much more easier. We can share our thought and we can share our idea, more understanding to each other. And if more understanding, it means less conflict. In other words, the same language will be the first step to world peace. Why I choose Vietnamese? In case you wonder, it's not because I'm a Vietnamese. Sadly, I don't like my country. I hate the government. I hate how nonchalant our people can be. And our history is full of war and violence. There's nothing to be proud of. But if there's one thing I'm proud of my country, that's my language. I'm currently a Japanese student. I know 3 languages, Vietnamese, Japanese, and English. That might not be many, but English and Japanese could be to represent for the Western and the Asian culture. And I think that Vietnamese is the one have most strong point. Vocabulary, we have only one form, no past form, no present perfect form, or no polite form like Japanese. Our grammar, super easy. One word will change the meaning of the whole sentence. Past, hypothetically, politely, become a question, meaning. And the most impressive thing about Vietnamese is that if we see the word, we can read it, and we will hear it, we can write it. A true grade schooler in Vietnam can read fluently a whole book without mistake. In the West, you have to constantly spell your name. In Japanese, high school student Japanese can even read newspaper. So the reason I'm choosing Vietnamese as a common language to be made is because I want to save as much time as possible for people from learning language. Why? Because sharing the same language is just the first step. The second step is mutual understanding and sharing information. And now for the last question, you may wonder why I choose to unite our language, not solve any world problem like climate change or poverty or the rate of losing job. It's because problem will arise every single day. New problem. Because tomorrow we have new disease, or the day after that we have a new war, maybe. So I'm giving them by uniting our language, I'm giving the human race the means to solve every problem that may come across. And also saying that give me this very idea was, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, and you teach a man how to fish, you feed him for life. And that is my opinion and what I would do if I have the power to change the world. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Linh, and I can see that you're really bold. And the issue about the language barrier is, I think that it is new, and not really many people talk about that. So I want to hear how our judges talk about. I want to ask Mrs. Melina. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So Mrs. Melina, how do you feel about Linh? And can you give some advice on him?
Hi Linh, congratulations for completing your speech. I have some feedback for you. I like the way that you tell stories. It seems that you like stories. So you tell your story and you tell a very interesting story about God. That's interesting, very interesting. I like the way you start your speech. And also, I have some of the feedback that I suggest to practice in the mirror more, so that your body language could be more relaxed and less deep. So you can be a little bit more relaxed and free, and you can express yourself better with your body and your face as well. So this is just need a little bit of practice. And I also suggest you to connect to the audience a bit more. Always think, alright, so this is my speech, what do I want the audience to feel, or what do I want to inspire them to do after my speech? If you think about that, that'll make the next speech much better. But congratulations for completing your speech. I have one question that, so you're talking about how language, having a common language can help humankind to connect, right?
Yes.
But what about if you see a family, for example, everybody speaks the same language and people still don't understand each other? It's very common, right? That we speak the same language, but there's still a lot of conflict. What do you think about that?
Even if we use the same language and we still have conflict with each other, I think that by using the same language, at least the whole world can together solve the problem.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Linh. And I hope that when I see you in the second round, just relax and don't forget to smile. Thank you.